We're 11 days out now. It is Monday morning at Box IQ. We are doing just the nitty gritty side of it now. Jimmy put the boys through his paces. We're incrementing conditioning with sparring. So the conditioning side of it, 20 straight minutes of running around the ring, implementing burpees, implementing sit-ups, push-ups, combos on the bag, you know, just really pushing us, everyone to go through that. I'm not even fighting. I feel like I'm ready to fight after all of that. We did some sparring. I did some rounds with Scott. Look, Scott is definitely getting his confidence up now. I think he needs to get over that barrier. He's got the skill, he's got the mindset. He's just needed to give himself a bit of a confidence boost. Worked really hard on there with him, and then after that we had Ollie and Josh, obviously completely different fighters. Josh is a smaller, you know, roll in, try and throw the overhand. Ollie needs to implement his jab better, and then that's what they did. Like, I was so shocked. I haven't seen Ollie spar in a little while. He came in and was just jabbing it, and Josh was rolling really well. But look, when you got that jab, you could take over the whole fight. So what the boys need to get like kind of ready for is on fight night, it's completely different to sparring. Like the side of it where you're in the ring, yeah, of course, but instead of just listening to one person, maybe 6-7 people around the ring, you're gonna have over 500 people there. They're gonna be shouting for you and against you. It's gonna be lively. And look, beforehand, the nerves start getting into you, you start feeling a bit like leg shaking, you walk to the ring like, why am I doing this? And then at the end of it, you're like, I'm so glad I did this. That's always how it is. Every fight I've had, I'm like, this is the last fight I'm ever gonna do. And then as soon as it's done, win or lose, you're like, okay, I'm ready for the next one, let's go.
We were down in the gym sparring this morning, had Stephen down, Mason down, sparred with the new lads. Yesterday had 3 2-minute rounds, similar to what the fight night's going to be with Stephen, so that was pretty tough. He's a bit bigger than me, longer reach, but it's a good challenge. It was good. The main event with Steve and Ollie, it's going to be a really good fight. I think with Ollie being a bit bigger, longer reach, Stephen needs to get in underneath that, which I was trying to do with him yesterday in the sparring. Yeah, I think Stephen can do it though. It'll be a good scrap, that's for sure.
Hi, I'm Faisal, the sales manager at Lux Group. Why Lux Group? Very simple. We take great pride in our aftercare and our warranty. We are a Dubai-based company that does interior renovation using architectural vinyl wraps. We offer hundreds of different kinds of materials, all the way from hundreds of different varieties of wooden grains, marbles, stones, concretes, as well as solid colors, from matte to glossy. The benefits of wrapping are it's cost and time effective, and easy to personalize. Vinyl wrapping is rental friendly as it does not damage any of the existing property.
So it's 6 AM on Wednesday morning. We're just about coming into fight week. We've got the black corner here down at Kite Beach. We've got a PT session just going on behind me, led by John Bow. We've got Jack Corey down here as well, doing a bit of pads with the guys. The intensity this morning is unbelievable. Yeah, we're focused on getting these guys as fit as we can and ready for fight week.
So today, John Bow from Mina Mortgages, the PT for today's coaching. We had 7 stations with all different types of fitness incorporated into those stations. Station 1 today was the star jumps and plank, incorporating both cardio and also core training. Station 2 today was the burpees. We had full range of motion on the burpees. There's a couple of lads who absolutely hated it. Worst station that they could find, even the fittest one of the lads, Mason, hated it. But it was a good session for them. Station 3 and 4 we had the bear crawls, we had the high knees and plank reach out, and then the final one was the sprints, which is the absolute killer for them on the last station.
My name is Yahya Aldana. I'm the current FPM champion. We are here at Kite Beach. We just finished strength and conditioning session. It was fantastic, the hardest session till now, this training camp. We did like burpees, sprints, you just name it. Shoulders are barely numb. I'm the only champ returning. Everyone said they're coming back. I'm the only one that stepped up. First camp last year was good. This year is more intense. Fighters are at a better level, more skills. Very intense fighting camp this one was. So 1 week down, I'm very excited for my opponent. I think he's up to the level that I'm looking for. This is what makes me train harder, more committed to this fight, and just more interested to fight. My prediction for the fight is I'm going to win, no matter how. You know me. In all ways, on all means necessary. I want one belt on this shoulder, another belt on this shoulder, next year a belt around my waist.
How you doing? I'm Jamie Marland, fighting out of Diverse Resourcing here in Marina Plaza. We are a energy recruitment company, recently backed by James Caan's CBE off the Dragon's Den. We essentially supply turnkey solutions to the offshore industry, energy as a whole, renewables, oil and gas, subsea, on the sea, upstream, midstream, downstream, and renewables. Started boxing when I was pretty young, had a few amateur bouts, nothing too dramatic. Haven't fought for about 12 years now. Got the opportunity to step in and back someone that couldn't get a fighter. It was a big shit house, so he pulled out. And then they found another opponent, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And my original opponent was a guy called Lamar. I'd seen him in the gym a couple of times. Seems like a nice enough kid, big boy, very big boy. He's got a dig on him, got a bit of style. But yeah, I think obviously when I got put on and I think he saw he was matched with me, and I'd obviously stepped my training up. I mean, when it was matched at the start, it was a good bout because I was unfit. But then I've obviously, put my foot down, trained hard. And then I think, yeah, didn't fancy it. Hopefully that'll be one to make later down the line.
Bit of pad work, bit of pad work, going over a few shots, a few combinations, a few things that he'll do in the fight. So he emptied the tank out today, and it was a good session. It's just, he hasn't boxed for years, he's since he was the amateurs and that, so it was just connecting shots, getting shots, what he'd be throwing in the fight, and working on a few things. Yeah, quality. Just good shot.
I think that with the pro game, you'll find it's the basics perfect. There's nothing flash, simple 1-2s. Keep it simple, but everything's quality. That's the difference. On the pads you can throw multiple combinations look great on the pads, but in reality it doesn't work. These guys do the basics very, very well, and that's why they got to the top of the game.
Yeah, the butterflies, but it'd be a good feeling. You know what I mean? It's like, they'd be in the back, they'd be like, when I'm on next, and they'd have some sweaty palms and stuff. But once they walk out and the support and the music, and they're walking out there, and then they're gonna go. This is the best buzz, and they want to go again.
I think the big thing is as well, is the ones that are walking out. Do you know what I mean? The ones that are sat there, it's a different game. Do you know what I mean? If you've never stepped in front, some of these lads have never boxed before. So stepping in foot inside the gym, as he said, is nerve-wracking, especially getting in and sparring. Yeah, hitting the bag, hitting the pads, and sound. Sparring's another level. Then walking out in 500 people. It's all well and good shouting and cheering sat from your table, but get in there and have a crack yourself.
My first pro fight, I only walked out in front of 500 people. You know what I mean? So, and as obviously progressed on, it went to 20,000 people, but it was just as good as the 500 people was itself. You know what I mean? So, it's a good feeling. So, good luck to all the lads. Good luck.
Electrolytes. Better than steroids.
I'm Kristen with Wow Hydrate. I'm the head of operations for MENA and emerging markets. I've lived in the UAE for 10 years. My role with Wow Hydrate is to launch the product in the region. We're quite excited to take this brand across the Middle East, especially with the increase in sport and boxing and events. We are incredibly excited to be partnered with Onlycomms for Fight Night 2 at Caesars Palace. What an incredible venue and an incredible partner, especially as we launch in the region. Wow Hydrate is heavily involved in boxing globally. We have ambassadors like Tyson Fury. We are partnered with Boxer for their events. So this was just a perfect match for us. We love the community sport aspect. So being able to take on boxing events and athletes from all levels, all walks of life, especially within the UAE. It's such an amazing expat population, and community sport tends to tick all of the boxes. So to be able to work with everyone from the Tyson Furies, the pro levels, all the way to your neighbor that just wants to get fit, I'm glad that Wow Hydrate and Onlycomms can be a part of that journey. Wow Hydrate is the preferred sports and hydration beverage with athletes and with sports teams globally. We really truly are the healthy brand. We work with dietitians into our ingredient formulation. We work with the best doctors globally that you can to ensure that this product is going to rehydrate you in the safest, healthiest way and give you the maximum benefits possible.
Here we go now. Hi, my name is Omri.
I'm originally from Canada and I work for auto real estate. It's kind of funny. I was just traveling and I just ended up in Dubai randomly and I decided, okay, it's time to settle. I've been doing real estate before, I've been in Mexico, I've been in Canada, and I decided let's give it a shot here. The real estate market in Dubai is just way better in general. It's way more active. It's way better to work in. Different rules from Canada and Mexico, just something I have to adjust to, but I prefer it over here. It's competitive everywhere you go in the world. Here it's a different type of competition, but yeah, still very, very competitive. Ever since growing up, I've always liked kind of combat sports, martial arts. I've always enjoyed it. Never joined any professionals or anything like that, but I just decided to take on kickboxing and I've been doing it for a few months, to be honest, but I enjoy every second of it. Got a lot of pressure from everyone in the office, you know, because I had to convince my boss, like, let me do this, and it's like, can you fight on me? Can you do it? And I'm like, yes, I can. And everyone's expecting a win out of me, which I will for sure bring. The atmosphere has been great in the gym. A lot of cardio so far. Haven't done too much sparring, you know. I just had to adjust a bit to kind of keep my body more closed in a boxing stance. Aside from that though, my cardio is great. Everything is great. Just gotta sharpen the skills a little more, but I'm good to go. The thing I'm looking forward to the most for that night is a win. The venue is gonna be great. You know, I'm excited for Caesar's Palace, something like that. Even I want a grand audience, you know, I want a big event, you know. I don't know too much about Santiago. I heard him the first time like last week, you know. I heard he's not that experienced, but I also heard he's a wannabe Instagram model. So I'm excited to ruin his career there when I hit him in the face a few times, you know, break his nose. Sparring was great today. My footwork's good, my hands are flowing, everything's good. My cardio is decent. I want it to be a little bit better, but I can still go 3 rounds, no problem. I sparred with Josh. He's a great opponent. Put the pressure on me, but I was prepared to evade everything and counter shots. You know, I'm good to go. Next week, I'm looking forward to the press conference first, seeing my opponent for the first time, you know, sizing up against him, seeing what he's got. And after that, I'm excited for the fight, ready to put on a show in front of a crowd, so that's gonna be exciting.